human shoulders could fit through there. We're gonna find out what's dragging everything back here. When I saw the owl, your boy was spooked. But I think we might have found its hole.
Let's catch 'em all. Woo! With Catch 'em all fishing with Zak Catchem.
Look at this fish.
Catch 'em all.
Guys, what's going on? This is a little bit different of a video. It's not really, you know, anything like that. There's not subject matter around it. This isn't like, oh, we're going after a species. I just wanted to show you exactly what happened after the other night. So if you guys did not see the video of what happened, I was getting chased around by something that's now probably Swiss cheese. If you don't know already, if you haven't watched anything that I do, History Channel here. Obviously, I can't show what I do as far as the hunting aspect on YouTube that much because they don't like it, but on TV I go hunting all the time, so I'm not afraid to chase something down and just fill it. How do I say it? Turn it into Swiss cheese. That's how I was saying it the other day. So anyway, we got everything back online. All the cams are looking great. So I switched over the Wi-Fi because I was doing Twitch and I had a new box and it like killed all my cameras. So I had to reinstall a bunch of different cameras. That's actually what I was in the middle of doing, apart from obviously editing that video with Funny Mike. I'm not sure if I posted that yet or if I'm going to post that. I might just post this update so you guys can have a clue as to what's going on, that I'm okay and stuff. So it was a pretty traumatic experience, probably would be for other people, but I've experienced some crazy stuff, especially deep out in the Everglades, that I thought this was just an idiot or a cow or a giant raccoon chasing me or whatever. Now, I'm still not sure exactly what it was. We definitely caught it on footage, especially if you lighten up the image frames. Like if I do that right now, I could repost it, but I don't think YouTube wants me to repost another video. If you brighten up what I was doing, you can actually see it like in the shadow line kind of chasing me, which was even more nuts. So after I reviewed the footage, I just kind of threw it up to like document it, but then I really went through frame by frame to see what I could see, and it seemed like it really liked this area because it was actually, I was running here and it was actually like right there. So that's kind of where it stayed, and I didn't look too hard or too much into it. But past this is actually a deeper pond than it looks like. I really looked into it hardcore. There's water back here, and then woods, and then it's solid ground. Now I've been back here before. I've shown you guys what it is. It's basically just like another section of Everglades and stuff. See, there's baby iguanas running around. We've seen snapping turtles, all sorts of raccoons and stuff back here. But you can see, like, this is a forest, big tree line. So if you keep going, it's just a continuous forest, and we've been back here on other videos. We've caught raccoons, armadillos, stuff like that. But as you can see, it just goes on and on and on and on for a couple miles. I don't think it's like too big back here, but obviously this connects to a giant canal. Canals connect to everything, and it's one canal after the next. Now I checked and asked about my neighbors and everything, and they didn't see anything. They don't have as much technology as I do as far as cameras everywhere. I have cameras like everywhere, but you still couldn't really see what was going on. Now, as far as the trash cans, if you guys did see the video I posted, these trash cans were destroyed, but I only have one camera that really covers the trash cans, and that one was that one over there that just absolutely was not working at all. So these guys were all down here. Now this is a good indication of what you can see or what's going on. Now right here, missing grass, and right here a little bit missing grass. Something was kind of digging, right? And right here we saw that cow print. Now it's hard to see, like I said, if you brighten up the footage, you could have seen the cow print. It was like twice the size of my foot. Now that would have had to been like a Clydesdale horse. I realized cow prints are only really about the size of your boot, you know? So the thing that I saw was like that big, like literally that big. But anyway, I also checked the footage and we went around back this way, because that thing was chasing us everywhere. We were going like everywhere, dude. Inside, outside. I originally thought it might be hiding under here for a minute, but I didn't see anything on the footage that showed me that, nor do I see any real evidence of anything back there. So nothing came under there. That would have had to have been like a raccoon or something, which I thought it was initially. Definitely was not. Now, there wasn't even any raccoon evidence, nothing. I didn't have any evidence of raccoons at all that night. No coyotes, no raccoons at all. No possums, no armadillos, which was another very, very weird thing. As you can see, I have cameras like all over the place. Now, whatever was chasing me, I thought it was standing right here for a second. The noise sounded like it was coming from over here, and there's a lot of woods, big wood line. I mean, you could literally hide a T-Rex back here if you had to, but I didn't see any tracks, and I'm really good at finding tracks. That's part of what I do, and I didn't see any tracks. You could see right here raccoons from last night. Clearly, those are raccoons. There's possum, there's turtles, there's all different tracks. You can see really clearly. Well, I can see really clearly and tell what they are. See the little handprints? Those are raccoons, possums, everything else. And it's easy to find in the dirt. Now, stuff drags their tail. You can see one little footprint, look, I just made. For instance, you can see my track easily. Boom, easily, you can see that. So, during that video, we were inspecting everything. I did everything I could to find out what was making all those crazy noises and was chasing me. But at the end of the day, right after I went in the house, shut off this camera, I didn't actually shut it off. I stayed filming, and I got more footage of what was going on out there, because I'm not allowed to just, I mean, I'm not about to just let whatever that was or who it was just terrorize, you know, my family and I don't know what, I'd rather be after it, see it, be on the ground and then collect it, you know what I mean, than have something like that go down. So I went back out shortly after, and I Swiss cheesed, absolutely waited for that thing to make some noise in a direction that seemed like it wouldn't be towards neighbors, and that thing is absolutely Swiss cheese now, I can promise you that. But I went back out here to look around for any evidence of anything. Like I said, I got all the cameras back up and running, everything good, everything is sweet. Stingrays, all of our fish are fine in here. So whatever it was, I don't think came up here, at least not in full form. These guys are all very happy, they're all eating. Now, what was really weird and what really kind of made me like my heart palpitate was when I saw this owl. So there's an owl randomly sitting here. I checked back the footage. An owl jumped over here. I didn't notice it at first at all. And then next thing I know, he was like right there, right behind me. And if you guys know anything about owls, they're associated with like scary stuff, you know, aliens, you know, ghosts, whatever. I don't care. But when I was little, I had a little weird experience, and I saw an owl too. But it jumped up there as well from there, but it hung out. It didn't like run away. It wasn't like a normal owl. It did not just run away. I got like this close to it. Like I could have legitimately went like this and like took a thumbnail. It was right here, and that's how close I was to it. I shooed it away with my hands, and it ran away. I also saw a nasty cockroach, but I don't know. I don't know if the two had anything to do with each other. A lot of people in the comments were saying stuff about the owls. I have no idea, but I wanted to check back here because it seemed on the footage when I brightened it up that whatever that was right over here. It wasn't in the trees. It was actually outside of the tree line on the footage. You can see it. It's like, it was like just right there. Now, I didn't show you guys, but right before all that, like literally the day before, I did a bunch of work back here. And I got rid of all my fish because I was wondering what was going on, except for one. I couldn't get one. There's a little bird back there. And we put them all back here. Now what I noticed, they're actually out right now today a little bit better. But what I noticed is that they were all hiding that night. All like this one. And it also looks like something was in the weeds here. You can see it right here, this area, this pocket. It kind of looks open. Now I was hoping that the fish would kind of feed in here and push things around. There's one right there, and there's a couple that are obviously swimming around right now. but they were all hiding. Like every single one of these fish, they were all hiding, all tucked up, like just like that. And this one still is. Still hiding in that weird spot. And like I said, it looks like this is more disheveled. And I thought it could have been like maybe raccoon, but if you look at the size of everything and the dead grass that's right there, it's something that definitely pushed around on that side, and more so on this side. You see that? How the grass is laid down there? Now those are some of the clues that I would pick up on very quickly, and that's what I was looking at that same night. That's the guy that scared the crap out of me. He was actually sitting, if you brighten up the footage, he was sitting right there and he jumped and flew away. And there was also a very loud bullfrog, but I ignored the bullfrog on the video, and you can see me, I just don't even pay attention to it. I know the difference between like these different sounds, coyotes, bullfrogs. Now the raccoons and coyotes do make weird sounds sometimes, but I'm almost positive, guys, that we were not dealing with any raccoons or any coyotes, because like I said before, going back on the footage and reviewing the footage from the last 2 nights, I had zero possum, coyote, or possum, coyote, armadillo activity at all, or raccoons that night. None. Zero. And I am talking about, there is so much activity back here between those species, specifically of mammals, all the time running around back here. We just saw some like little paw prints from, that was like last night or early this morning, and now we had nothing. You could see this little line right here? That's what you call a game trail. So this is actually from me walking over here and feeding the fish, but I didn't show it. Look, someone already made a nest right there. I didn't show it yet. I don't think I posted the video. No, I haven't posted it yet, but we just destroyed this entire system. We lowered it. There's one of the fish right there. There's one fish we have to get out of here, and he's still back here. I just saw him a second ago. He's actually right there. God, I would catch that thing right now. I need to. But we destroyed the wall that was here, and we got to get that fish. There's actually cave systems under the walls here, massive cave systems that go that way. Massive. I'm talking about human-sized cave systems that go that way, and that's how that giant redtail and that gigantic pacu were hiding on this side of where the wall was right here. The wall was about right there, I believe. And that little fish, he just swam probably into the caves right now. He was just going back and forth right in front of us, disappeared because he was in that cave system. Yeah, so look, he just came out again as I'm talking. And another big blackfish of some kind. There's a lot in here. We're gonna fill in all that, push it over, do something else with this, probably above ground, something that I can better control. The cave systems we have to just figure out and destroy, because I don't want this to collapse on top of fish I put in here. So we have a lot of stuff to build right here. But as you can see right behind me, this is like a hide and seek. If you're a human, if you're even a cow could legitimately, at night especially, go in and out through this tree line and be gone. There's a lot of room to hide, and that makes it very difficult when you're tracking something down. But when you're me, who's faster than most human beings, not most raccoons, I'm not, but like I said, I saw no evidence of raccoons, possums, armadillos, or coyotes from that night. Now, I was thinking maybe a bobcat wandered around. Bobcats and cats make weird sounds, guys, really weird sounds. But if an army of bobcats that threw their voices one side, I never saw anything on any other cameras aside from this camera that I'm holding in my hand. I didn't see any bobcats walking around. I have never seen any bobcats. I've seen just regular domestic cats, but I've never seen any bobcats around here. That's that. All the fish are acting really weird. These guys were not acting weird, I'm sorry. All these fish were acting really weird. We just put in there. They were all hiding over there. I don't know if that's a clue or not, that something was trying to get at them, because they're obviously in much shallower water. But I don't know if one thing goes with the next. But that owl, when I saw that owl, boys and girls, your boy was spooked. Whatever it was some Swiss cheese hole having whatever it was, did not like the freedom pellets we launched its direction, and that's all that matters. I went right back out there with the camera, you know, just in case anything happens. I wanted to document it. If it was a person, you know, doing something screwy, trying to steal, whatever, you know, not around my babies, my wife. This is not gonna happen. Your boy, I'm not gonna just turn around and be like, oh, help. No, I'm gonna Swiss cheese it and then call the cops. So that was crazy. I think still that it was some type of animal. You know, we even have monkeys down here in South Florida, which is nuts to think about, but I mean, it legitimately could have been monkeys. I don't know. I know a spot where there are monkeys 100%, and they could easily have gotten to this part of town. And I know a spot where there are monkeys, and I think that we're gonna have to visit that and see if the audio lines up with the monkeys. We're gonna go back here now. It's been a while. It rained. I have not explored back here in the direction from where all the goofy stuff comes from. All the wild stuff comes from this direction. It gets all flat back here. And right now it rained a lot. God, that goes back forever. It rained a lot. My neighbor was out shooting just the other day. He catches it with frying pan. I don't know if that's safe or not, but like I'm saying, and they didn't see anything either. You see their nice little range. They got holes all in there. I'm not joking, like this is like, you're in a part of town, boy. He did clear this out, which is what I noticed. And that could have been part of it. He cleared this whole thing out. Like, that's where that raccoon hole is. That big old thing. But this is much more cleared out than it used to be. This was completely overgrown. And right now, it's really hard to find a trail because there's one that's cleared out completely. Now, I didn't know this until just the other day. But when I started looking around and asking around, he told me he cleared this out and all that garbage. So you never know what's back here. I'm telling you, look, I mean, who knows, what is that, a part of a boat, train? Only God knows. Anything could be back here. Like I said, a legitimate dinosaur. You know, we just watched Jurassic Park. A legit, you know, D-Rex could be back here, and you'd never know in a million years. So that was a spider web. That's good. That means something didn't walk through here, at least probably from last night. And like I said, I did not come back here last night. I gave it a day to rest. But there's another spider, also a good sign. But yeah, so that's the update, guys. I basically just Swiss cheesed that thing, and like I said, I still don't know what it exactly was. Our cameras are all working. We're all doing good. We're good to go. But it was an obviously really weird, opportunistic time during that whole Wi-Fi switch with this whole Twitch thing, everything I got going on. I've been setting up the cameras. There's a lot of them, and I had a couple on Xfinity, a couple on another app, a couple on another app, and it's been tough, but there's not much to look for because they grinded everything up. It's hard to see tracks when there's not like brush. So stuff like this, it's good because you can see twigs knocked down, see stuff like that hanging right there. This obviously is new, got caught there. New leaf, you can check things like that out. When you're looking for deer, you're looking for gators, there's all different signs that if you look hard enough, you can even find like a squirrel trail, I'm telling you. But with this all cut out, as I'm talking, so there's leaves on top, dead leaves, right? I don't know how old or how this particular plant withers, but this looks like it had to be, so someone could easily kick the leaves onto it and dirt. These don't look like they're too old. They still have their coloration. So that means something came back here and ripped those off, or stepped on that, or cut it. Let's see. That kind of looks cut. That looks like it was whacked. So somebody or something whacked it. Whacked. Maybe after I shot. something that could have whacked it. Claw, I don't know, but see, evidence like that, if you're paying attention, you can catch. So this is a good place to kind of start. So now we got to look, which direction is that going? But we did find some going this way. So like I said, they just cleared out this trail. This again, oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. So this broken stick, see that? Can I focus on that? Broken, that's fresh. The leaves are still green. So this is approximately the same time frame this all happened. The same time frame. And that was going that way, it looked like. So whatever it was going that way when it broke that. And so that is probably going that way. You can kind of see that's farther that way than that way. So we're probably looking at something headed that direction. So that's what I'm saying, guys. I'm gonna look at all the clues back here. I like filming things so I can go back and watch it. Like I did see basically it's just a shadow figure. I don't know what it is. I don't care, but it has Swiss cheese. And I basically went out there with the camera the following day and just pumped holes and whatever that was, waited for it to make some noise. Now the noise could have been throwing and like a howler monkey, I'm telling you. There was noise going from every different direction. And I just, you know, waited for the direction that it wasn't like a house and just went pum, 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 pum. So hopefully that Swiss cheese thing is gone. There's a lot more debris back here than I thought. So this just goes on, winds through the woods forever. There's canals on either side. Houses go that way, and then it gets to canals, and the canals go to the ocean and the Everglades. So if you keep going, what is that orange thing? There's a bunch of garbage back here, but like I said, this was good. So he came back here and he must have done this a long time ago. This was like completely across here and had to come over here with the chipper. So I don't know how long ago he did this. I haven't been back here in a long time, but that's what's going on back here, guys. What the heck? I was about to cut the video. Oh my God. Oh my God, look at that hole. All right. So that is a big den of some sort. Big den. Big den. This is all dead. All right, so I need to go ahead and grab some. I need to grab my camera that can go into there. That's actually a bigger hole than I thought. Can shoulders fit through it? That's what you have to ask yourself. Can shoulders fit through that hole? If shoulders can't, but a head can, you still got to account for it. But I don't think a human shoulders could fit through there. Now, I'm not sure, but I think I just found its den. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come out here at night, except I'm going to actually bring Timmy, so you know, back up, and we'll be strapped up and figure something out. Maybe my son, I don't know. But I think we might have found its hole. I got videos I need to post just because they're in chronological order, but I'm gonna come back here, set up around there, find my camera that goes underground that has lights on it, and we're gonna see what that is, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. Stuff gets weird, I don't care. I'm gonna chase it down, and I'm gonna put holes in it if it's around my house. I'm sorry. At nighttime, just make sure you be like, hey, I'm your friend. Otherwise you're gonna be Swiss cheese like whatever that thing is, whatever's digging holes back here, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. Appreciate y'all, love y'all. I'm okay for now, and I'm gonna post another video about all of this. We're gonna find out what's dragging everything back here, so stay tuned for the next episode, guys, and catch them all. Catch them up. Woo! Get him up.